Hi there, friends. Welcome to another episode of Teens Lounge. Yes, we know we've been away for a while, but guess what? We are back. Anyways, I am the Atore champion, and with me today I have.
Amandi Orolua.
Alright, so today we are going to be discussing a very interesting topic. We've discussed this before on the lounge, but we are going to be discussing it again. So we could say this is part two. So today's topic is things we wish our parents understood about us. Yes, you had that right. So, Ore, what are those things you wish your parents understood about you?
About me or about
About we
us
teenagers,
in
teenagers
general?
in general.
Yeah, so the thing is, there are a lot of things our parents we wished our parents knew about us because we live in different in different worlds, right?
Mhm.
Because those times when they were like teenagers,
Yes.
the way things worked are different from the way it works now that we are.
Yes.
And so it makes them not so much understand it makes them not understand a lot about us, right? Now things we all wish our parents knew about us is firstly, I wish or we wished our parents knew that mental stress, mental issues, they are very real, like um depression, anxiety, all of those things,
Mm.
they are real and they happen to us like for real.
Yeah.
Really wish they knew about it because these days, or should I say, this years in this year, right? These years, our parents don't understand um their children. They don't
At
understand their
all.
children, right? Because
It's quite hard for any teenager. No, I know it's not for everyone, but yeah. But I guess it's quite some in my own belief. I guess, or with recent time happenings, I've seen that it's not so easy for teenagers to relate with their parents because it's
yes,
either the sense of when they are talking and you are talking. It's they say this Yoruba
it's
of
disrespect.
yeah, it's disrespect. Continue. I don't want to cut
Yes,
you.
it's disrespect. Yes.
Yes.
Our parents they tend not to understand that the way we take or yes the way we accept things are different.
Hmm.
Like let me give an instance. Maybe let's say a parent is like making a joke about their child's body.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, the child is probably feeling low self-esteem, um, or the child is feeling body shamed. Our parents don't tend to understand that that little joke that they made is affecting us, right?
Hmm.
And they tend to like keep saying it and saying it and saying it, which if they had understood that all this low self-esteem, whatever, all those things are real, they would like want to work towards not doing those things that would affect us as their children. And I also feel like they feel they our parents on feels like when they provide for us is the only way of showing love,
Hmm.
which we in this our teenagers in this our generation we 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 don't exactly see money as things of love. So like when
Are
a
you
teenager,
sure?
yeah, when a teenager goes out and you're like, oh, you are not loved at home,
Hmm.
it is not that they've not provided for you at home. I hope you know, because a lot of our parents these days just feel like I sent you to school, I bought clothes for you, I gave you a
What else
shelter.
could you want?
What else do you want? Meanwhile, there is more to love than provision, right?
Mm.
They just have to like understand their children and work with it. Like know your child and work with them. So there are children that just they need physical care, physical attention, but because most of our parents are just like, yes, it's only provision, like materialistic things and everything is the way to show love. You tend not to understand that your child needs physical love. Thereby, that's when you see in most cases a child of a 15-year-old child, a 16-year-old child is looking outside for a relationship.
Hmm.
Yes. I believe that any child, like a younger child, like at the age of, or a young teenager at the age of 13, 14, 15, that is out looking for a boyfriend, a girlfriend, they are not loved at home.
Hmm.
And when I mean they are not loved at home, I'm not saying they are not properly fed or they are not wearing good clothes. No, they are not loved at home. And how do we know that? How do we say that? Or how can we express that people are not, teenagers are not being well loved at home? Now, in a situation in our house where maybe your mom is angry on, probably she said you did something right and she's angry and she's trying to like like call you out on it and like chastise you, scold you, and you have an opinion,
Mm.
or oh mom, it's not like that, it seems to them as disrespect.
If you are even chance to speak, because parents, I think parents need to understand that in as much as
Yes.
you are correcting us, give us that space. It's not like we're giving you excuses. We understand that we shouldn't give excuses. That's show of weakness in quote and unquote here. But give us our chance to say words. We could have found it right in our own eyes, but you wouldn't find it right. Why?
Exactly.
You are older than us, you understand better, and that's the part of you. There's a whole lot, but I will leave for it to say that.
Exactly, you said it. You now, my mom is saying, "Oh, why didn't you do this? Why did you?" Oh, I want to tell you that I did not do this because I was doing another thing, right?
Another thing.
Another thing that probably
I
that
had
you said,
school
but
activities.
you would not allow me to say that I was doing this
Yoruba
because you
Yoruba
feel like
parents will say on sorrow mo sorrow something
exactly
like
because having an opinion in an African home is
that. Is
disrespect.
disrespect is
Yes.
considered rude.
Yes. So, and it's, I feel like it is just okay, and that is when a lot of children will come out of their houses and they will not be able to like defend themselves or stand for what, or have a ground or stand like know what they stand for.
Hmm.
Because in their houses they are not permitted to like give their
They are not
opinions.
permitted to
They
hear
are
their
not.
opinion.
They are not like
And it's
they are
even
not.
funny how even if I think that's why most recently teenagers find it more easy to roll with friends outside. A parent can literally see their child outside and the parents will
Exactly.
say, this is not how you behave inside. But you can't expect us. You are not talking to us. You don't give us funny thing is they have time for gisting with friends. No, let's not say gisting, but they have time to.
Yes, they have time to like gist with their friends. Yes, our
But when it
parents have
comes to
time
your
to
parent,
gist
then
with
you
their,
go on with
because they see a lot. I feel like a lot of parents feels like them chatting with their children, their words are is shouldn't be because
their
their
chat, their
own,
chat with us is chat assignment.
because they feel like their own, what, see, that's the thing, what their parent did, what their parent the way their parent brought them up is most likely the
They are
way
training
that
with the trauma they had.
they would bring us up, and that is where we as our generation is like evolving. That's where we come in, that the way our parents that every of our parents flaws that we feel like they have done, like they've like passed on to us, we are not going to pass it on to our children, right? So our parents, uh, at this point I just feel like it is, there's no harm in listening to what your child has to say, like
There's no harm in
just
sitting your child down to have a conversation,
conversation.
like proper conversation.
Conversation that is
Let your
not-
child gist you. There's nothing
Exactly.
wrong with you sitting down with your child and be like, oh yeah, gist me, what happened? It's even more interesting if you are current, then maybe you could come in the avenue of, oh, I saw this one. But you see, this is the thing, Seth. If your parents want you to help them with something as social media, your parents will make you feel like they know more than you, and you're like,
Yes,
no be my time,
Yes.
this phone come out. So why you
they do that a
like
lot.
help me help? You do it finish and they'll be like, mo confect. Ah, God.
Yes, it's a lot, but then
What can we do? It's not what can we do. This is literally us just saying our mind and begging our parents that you should have time for us. That was one of it. We also wish you knew that us, yeah, we've talked about hearing our opinions, yeah, but I also want them to understand that there are times when we want to be alone. Alone in the sense of we need that time to think. There are times when teenagers really want to figure things out by themselves. There are times in our lives where we just want to, what can I do to surprisingly support my parents? I don't want my parents doing this alone. You just think outside the box. Well, that's for reasonable ones, no offense. But there are teenagers who are reasonable, and when they are alone, they are just thinking a whole lot about. There are things that they are going through. They are not telling you. Maybe, what if the child happens to have had carryovers in the results, and now this is them thinking about how to do it without you knowing and stuff. So this was just basically soliciting with our parents that you should please have time for us. Please do hear our opinions. We really don't have much to say, but we just want you to know that there are a lot of things we want you to know about us. Today, every parent watching this could please sit with their child. You could show your parents this, and this is just us begging on every teenager's behalf that please have time for us and listen to our opinions. Though it may not make sense, but in nonsense, there's usually sense. So, is there any other thing you'd like to say?
Yeah, you said that. You said everything, and plus the only thing I can I want to add is the issue of comparison, because I feel like it
Does
is
this one have two heads?
rampant
That
in
kind of thing.
most houses. So as parents, I feel like we should not be comparing our children to other people's children, because I tell you the truth, you only know what your children are doing. You don't know what the other children are doing. Like, so
Funny thing is, if they only even see the external, they don't see.
exactly that, maybe you just see that mommy Wale's child, Wale is greeting you every day. Good morning, ma. Good morning, ma. You like the child, and you're like, you come into your house and telling your child that, oh, go and see what Wale is doing. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be like that. That's, and I
I
feel
think
like
that's
that
where
is
the
where
part of result.
competition.
You see, from primary school, that result thing is just a whole. That once they are already scolding, you go and say, does this one have?
To
Yes, please. It has to. It has to. It allow. It's okay for you to like even correct the child and be like, oh, you can do better or something.
Without
But you
comparing.
now comparing, which
Yes.
that's affect. Then they go on saying, oh, what's wrong with you? This thing literally affects the esteem of the child. But
Yes.
it is well. It is well is all we can say. Because in as much as we talk, we have to be mindful of our words
Yes.
because they know best for us and they were the ones who brought us into
Yes,
the
they
world.
do actually.
So, our dear
yes.
parents, we do hope you were able to get one or two. Teenagers, please do also show your parents this if you love them to know things about you. Alright, so bringing this to a close, I'll love everyone to please like this video, subscribe, share, tell somebody to tell another person. Let's spread the good news. This is our thing with teenagers. This is our lounge. It's called Teens Lounge for a reason. And if you want to know more about Wells TV, you could go to our socials. This is us saying you should please like, subscribe, share, tell somebody to tell another person. This is our lounge. This is us voicing our opinion. This is an avenue for us to share our opinion. You could please follow us across all social media platforms, Wells Online TV. Importantly, subscribe and like and share so that we could be encouraged to do more. We love you, but God loves you more. Edo.